Why giraffes have the iconic long neck?
Giraffes are large African mammal with a very long neck and long legs, the tallest living animal on Earth. Scientific name is Giraffa camelopardalis. Note the unusual second name, the name of species, Camelopardalis. When Europeans first saw this strange animal, they thought of a weird combination of tall camel and color spots like leopards. Amazing, isn't it?
Do you know which animal is the closest relative of giraffe?
Giraffe's closest relative is okapi. Scientists confirmed this fact. The okapi was unknown to science until about 1900. It is a large browsing mammal of the giraffe family that lives in the rainforests of northern Zaire, also known as Democratic Republic of Congo. It's having a dark chestnut color coat with stripes on the hindquarters of the body and upper legs somewhat like zebras. Scientific name is Okapia johnstoni. They do not have strange-looking long neck. So, question comes in our mind, why giraffes have the unusually long neck? Here are the few similarities. Note the structures shown in circles.
The French naturalist Lamarck tried to explain the evolution process using the example of long neck of giraffes. He explained giraffes, in an attempt to forage leaves on tall trees, had to adapt by elongation of their necks. He opined that the more the organs used, that develop, while the organs disused perish, and the acquired character are inherited. Thus, the long neck passed to the next generations, and that is how giraffes possess the unusually long neck among all animals. But German biologist August Weismann, one of the founders of the science of genetics, opposed the doctrine of inheritance of acquired characters. To infer his opinion, he cut off the tails of mice, and he observed 5 generations of progeny of tailless parents, 901 mice in all. Needless to say, they all grew normal tails. Why it is so? It is simply because tails can be removed easily, but the genes that help to develop tail were not removed in above experiment of Weismann. Now let us understand how Darwin explained the same popular Lamarckian example of giraffes having the strange looking long neck. Note that evolution is not about individual organisms, but the organisms of populations of different species. Darwin's very first point was variation. Neck portion is the cervix, and though there were variation in neck length, it contains 7 vertebrae in each. And interestingly, it is still observed that there are variations of neck length even today. Now, how this variation would prove the evolution of giraffe's long neck? Let's find out. Darwin's next point was prodigality of reproduction. The rate of reproduction differs in different organisms. Whether it is too slow, like the elephants, having gestation period is the longest of any mammal, 18 to 22 months, and a single baby at a time, or too much fast, like the codfishes, laying million eggs at a time. Note that all the offspring do not survive. Why? Because each and every one face the struggle for their existence. If all offspring survive, they would occupy the entire earth and no space will be left for other species, which never happens. Darwin's next point was struggle for existence. All the offspring do not survive. Some fail to adapt to the changing situations in the environment in which organisms live. All the organisms in a population compete for food, water, space, and for the mate. They struggle for existence. The competition may be within members of a population of a species, intraspecific, or among the members of different species, interspecific. Now, here is a very simple illustration to understand struggle for existence. A single frog lay eggs, maybe in hundreds. The tadpoles arise, different stages of tadpole they develop, but in the process of their life cycle, ultimately, how many small frogs become adult frog? Out of hundreds, there may be just a few. The struggle for existence is followed by Darwin's next and last point, survival of the fittest. Please note that the fittest is not the strongest or mightiest or most superior, but simply those variants which are favored by the situation of any change in the environment. In this famous giraffe example, the change in the environment was earlier believed the availability of leaves of trees in lower heights, but the scientists later found it was a strange process of selection of mate in giraffe populations. Over many generations, the taller variants were favored and they produced their offsprings and continue to survive.